Another episode of I Am Hip Hop. Hip Hop is me. Since 1984 when I came through the door. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to talk about Nas' verse on that song Omerta with Raekwon. Raekwon featuring Nas. The way he was going at these younger rappers, a lot of people thought he was assuming or talking about Jim Jones. He said he wasn't. Them lyrics was written before Jim Jones said what he said about Nas, and people might have thought that was a jab back at Nas, but he already him and Raekwon already let him know that that joint already been pre-recorded and stuff like that. But it seemed like he was getting at somebody, and an official Nas style. It sounded like it was kind of almost like put it up there with the Ether disc or something like that. I mean, he was going in like a surgical dog, just you rappers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all claiming for clout, doing this and that. Man, he was breaking it down like a stick shift, man. If you know, you know. You know that true Nas fashion from 2000, from 1994 to about 2002. You know that Nas, that young raw Nas from Queensbridge poet. You know, spitting them bullets out. You know what I'm saying? Just taking shots. You know what I'm saying? That lyric. That verse is up there with the Clips, Joan, too. Sort them out. And that was up there with Verbal Intercourse off Raekwon's 1995, Joan, built for Cuban links. You know what I'm saying? Nas is one of the goats, man, when it comes to this lyric thing. How to get at people. Just anytime Nas says something, somebody always thinking he's taking the shot at them because Nas is a very important, intricate part of hip-hop. So people value Nas' words and what he says, his whole weight, as they say in the street, his whole weight, because he proven that he has multiple five mics. He can, you know what I'm saying? He didn't change styles. He didn't influence your rapper. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your dad or your uncle them grew up on Nas and stuff like that. So a lot of people take what he says as serious and stuff. So when he says something, they're gonna feel offense because that's one of the greats. He's not no peon or somebody like that. He's the one. Definitely ain't the two. Let me say that again. He's the one. Definitely not the two. So I can see how Jim Jones got in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even about that. But that Omerta verse, go and listen to it, man. Once again, I am hip hop. Hip hop is me. Since 1984, when I came through the door, please hit the like, comment, subscribe button, please. Always remember this. Winners win because they find solutions. Losers lose because they make excuses. Which side of the fence are you walking on? It's the wheels, and we out on our law.